All right, all right. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Not a bad morning. We actually got a decent amount of gappers here. We have SNAP, SSC, IZEA, RENN. Yes, sir, Shruba. I am planning on using bigger sizing. Um, the thing I'm excited about is all of these I can trade. I can trade RENN, gapping up from 137 to 230. I can trade IZEA, gapping up from 151 to 232, and I can trade SSC. At least I could last time. I haven't checked SSC yet, but I think I can. Yeah, so I can trade SSC, Snapchat, gapping up some as well. So yeah, watching GERN. I'm curious to see how many of these are actually tradable. I think a large majority of them are. They still haven't added Fred yet, FRED. What's up, Mitch? Hey, man, I'm going to call you on Skype, bro. What's up, man? All right, guys, we got Mitch here. Mitch in the chat, or Mitch in the stream.
What's up, guys? What's up, man? Ready for that bounce back? Ready for that bounce?
Yes, sir. So, yeah, Mitch, I'm going to keep you to those rules. I think
Yeah,
that.
we established rules, guys. Established some new rules between me and John. One of the key things I always say is have someone to keep you accountable, it's kind of hard always to keep yourself as disciplined as you want to be. So one of the things you can do is what me and John do. We It's kind of like a buddy system, We're doing our buddy system to keep ourselves accountable for the plan that we want to trade.
Right. And it's just
So
about, keeping each other disciplined, making sure that we're thinking the clearest and having an objective point of view. And I think that's important.
So with that being said, I checked out my stats, looked over a little bit, and I have been just about 50-50 with the VWAP rejection. It turned out to be slightly above like 52%, but I'm just seeing as that strategy not working for me in this market. So I'm gonna go ahead and get away from the VWAP rejection, only work towards the VWAP fade and slowly developing my long plays for when the market gets hot.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea, man. I think
And I'm gonna piggyback off of John a little bit there and start trying to do not necessarily exactly 2 trades per day, but if I do have, let's say, one red, one green, I probably will end the day. If I have two reds, immediately end the day. And if I do have a green and a green trade, I can also go ahead and take another trade. But 3 trades will be probably about like my max because I want to keep my tickets low so that way I can maximize on the commissions and share rate that I'm doing.
right. And I think I think that's important. I think it's like I was saying yesterday. Like that rule really does help me because if not, if I don't give myself that rule, every time I have a losing day, I'll just say screw it. I'm just going to keep trading, and I'll take another loss, and then I'll use bigger sizing and take another loss, and so it just kind of snowballs from there. And so I think that rule is a smart rule. I think it'll help you out, man. And losing days are going to happen. You just got to know that. And I think you're a really good trader. I think you're really talented. You know what you're doing for sure. But I think sometimes you chase back your losses a little bit. You know, which is I do the
So,
same thing.
hey, it's how it goes.
Yeah.
It's one of the things that I really never find the problem of pulling the trigger.
Right.
That's one thing I've noticed throughout my life is that, I got no problem taking risks.
Right, for
Some
sure.
people are scared, to take a shot, uh, think too many what ifs. I'm more like, let's go at it hard and learn from my mistakes. And I think in the end, it's gonna help me out in the long run because I don't have a problem with making mistakes. What I do have a problem with is not learning from them. So that's all I got to do is just go ahead and learn from my mistakes and become a better trader.
Yes, sir. You got it, man. You got this. So let's stick to the fade, and we got it, man. We know it works. Let's just rinse and repeat, bro. And I'm going to try to use bigger sizing today, so people have to tell me. Everybody...
Nah. Well, there's no, I am going to try.
I am going to use bigger sizing today.
There you go. There you go.
All right, so what's up, Tony?
I kind of reviewed your stats also. That last week I'm going just red. It just is changing the share size, which is causing you.
Right, and that's what exactly what it is.
Each trade taken with the same amount of share size in that week, and you would have been a little green at the very minimum.
Yeah, but the problem I have with that is that some stocks, they have way different ranges. And so, like, for instance, some stocks move, like, really crazy. What was the one that... I know there was one... and it's moving in like its range on the day is like a few dollars, and so I can't use 100 shares or 200 shares or 300 shares with those. But as long as the stock's like under $5, I think I can get up to reasonably 300-400 shares today. Which most of these SSC, IZEARENN, they're all looking pretty decent. And so yeah, I'll probably look at these for that. Take my shot, see how it goes, and if I lose this account, I lose this account, and that's fine, and I can, like, honestly, I make enough from YouTube and everything else to buy myself a new account, and so, I'm gonna take my shot with this one, and if I lose it, I'm just gonna buy another one, and if I lose that one, I'm just gonna get another one, because I know I'm a profitable trader. I know I'm a consistent trader. It's just the sizing that I have to work on. And today's not a bad market day. There's actually a lot of movement in today's market. And so hopefully we get some good opportunities today. But let me catch back on with the chat. Good morning, Missouri. WL Valores, good morning. Arian's World, good morning. Seven, good morning. Live Gains, what's up, bro? Good morning. Manny, what's up, man? Good morning. Huguetes, good morning. I got the watch list coming for you, Huguetes. So just let me do this. I got you, bro. Dracornelius, good morning. ARGX, I'll check that one out.
There you go. Good job, Corey. Corey said that he listened to our suggestion. We went over with Corey on Sunday. He wanted to go ahead and meet up with us on strategy, so we went over the VWAP bounce and went over kind of risk to reward and understanding timing of trading, especially the volume in the midday lunch break. He said that yesterday he was able to make 10% in the last 10 minutes rather than taking a 5% loss.
Beautiful, man. Nice work, brother. Nice work. Just keep at it, man. Just stick to it. You got it, brother.
That's what we're here for.
Right, for sure.
Exactly that reason, to go ahead and just help you guys just become better traders. In the end, I think that's why me and John do this. We don't do this specifically, for an ego boost. If it was for the ego boost, you would see, us using probably fake accounts and throwing 30,000 shares in there.
Right.
What we're mainly here for, guys, is to not only build on our own skill level, but to help you guys get to where you guys want to be as traders.
Right, for sure. I mean, honestly, like, I'm going to be honest, okay? I'm doing this, one of the reasons I'm doing this is obviously to make money, and I'm not going to pretend like it's not, because, I mean, I think nobody's going to put that much work in if they don't make anything from it, and I think that's just the truth. But another reason we do it, it's not just for that. Another reason is because I actually think helping other traders makes us better traders. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I haven't made a single dollar in the last 3 or 4 months from you guys, and I don't mind being here every single day, you guys.
Right.
Reason being is that it's kind of my passion to give back to the world. One of the things I wanted to do is I wanted to teach for a long time. I was going to be a professor of philosophy, and with that, give back to the world. And I feel like this is my way of giving back, yet also taken from. There's always a give and take. And I feel like, if you're always trying to take and take and take and not giving back, then you're really not going to go forward in life. And I feel like if I can even just help 5 traders become profitable, that's only going to go ahead and multiply my own profits.
Right. Yeah, the universe is going to give back to you, bro.
Exactly. That's what you got to do.
But good morning, Connie. Let me just get through this chat real quick. Good morning, Connie. Petrie, what's up, man? From Finland, huh? Good morning here from Texas. Original, what's up, brother? Welcome, man. Welcome. Seven, good morning. Tiny, man, good to have you. Or Tiny, sorry I said man, but good to have you back. I was wondering what happened to you and NYC just disappeared. You know, I didn't know if y'all gave up trading, if y'all made $1 million, like what happened. But good morning. You know, good to see you back.
Yeah, looks like Tiny had a tough work week. I know
Yeah,
how that is.
it
I've been
happens.
having just the same way. You know, this when you do two things like trading and work, it's very hard to separate them at certain times. And you'll notice that the wave that you are kind of at work is kind of how your trading will go.
Right.
So you should kind of know that, if you're stressed out with your stressed out with your work, usually you're going to be stressed out with your trading and vice versa. So go ahead and
100%.
kind of learn from that.
Yep.
Use that to your advantage.
Yep. Exactly. Good morning, Huguetes. Shruba, good morning. Yeah, trying bigger sizing today, bro. Netron, good morning. Vitor, good morning. I think that's it. We got Ben, good morning. Let's see. B Bauer, good morning. Outsiders, good morning. V Keys, nice, brother. V Keys says gained back all my losses yesterday with SW and 1,000 shares. I usually play with 1,000 shares, 6 and under. Yeah, that sounds like a good plausible plan. But hey, man, happy to see you make those gains, V Keys, and Corey, man. Nice to see you make those gains as well. Mano, good morning. Insurance, what's up, brother? Insurance, I can only see you retracted your message, so I don't know what you said, man. Nice. What's up, Steven? Good morning, brother. Been waiting weeks for the chat to work, huh? Hey, man, if you need help, let me know, bro. I'll help you. IZEA, yeah, IZEA looks good. V Keys, VWAP had been a nice tool to try and master. When you notice the setup, I started using it trading option through Robinhood with the SPY. Yeah, that might be a good plan. I never thought about that. Jordan, what's up, man? Yeah, I like RENN, Jordan. It looks good, man. NLST 7, I don't know. I haven't looked at NLST. It's just a little bit too cheap for me. I'll check it out in a second, though. Van, P-A-R-A. Let's check that one out. Maybe M-A-R-A is probably what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't know. I like SSC.
Yeah, SSC got Ren,
Right.
RENN.
7 says women's strike. For saying guys too much, yeah. Abdul, good morning. Pharaoh, good morning. I think that's it. Daniel Wheeler, good morning. Leandro, morning. Cool, good morning. All right, got through the chat. All right, so yeah, let's see how many of these are actually tradable. Snapchat is, SSC is. This is a little bit better morning on TEFs for tradable stocks and TradeNet and TEFs for tradable stocks. So all 4 of those, RUN is tradable. Fran is tradable. YUMC is tradable. Kron is tradable. Sono tradable. FRED not tradable. That's 1. ARGX not tradable, that's 2. GERN. So yeah, 10 out of 12 are tradable on my watch list today, so not too bad. There's one that I can't trade. I think it's like CDTI, if I remember it right. Let me see. No, it's not CDTI. It is. Let me look at SnapTrade. Also, today's news is brought to you by SnapTrade. That's SNAPTRADE.US. SnapTrade's an awesome free website for you to use. It has this watch list builder, and I've been sharing my watch list with a few traders each morning, you know, a decent sized list. And so if you want my watch list shared with you each morning on SnapTrade, all you have to do is sign up. It's 100% free. And if you do want me to share my list with you, just send me your username or email, however you want to send it to me, and I'll add you to the list. If not, no worries, but I do share my watch list with a few people. But yeah, aside from the watch list builder, which allows you to really look at all the stocks in your watch list, see when earnings came out, see when earnings came out, see different catalysts and stuff like that. But there's also a scanner for you to use that is really awesome as well. It has all these pre-selected scans like high gainer penny stocks, high gainer volatile stocks, crypto if you're into the crypto market and stuff like that. Plus there's a discovery top list that really shows you the top stocks in the market with technical signal, signal strength, volume change percentage, and a lot of other stuff. And it's really easy to add stocks to your watch list using this. So for instance, if I wanted to add OKTA to my watch list. All I have to do is click watch right here and boom, it's added to my list. And so a really awesome free website, that's Snaptrade, snaptrade.us. It also has a news section here. All I have to do is click watch list and it shows me the catalysts and news for my watch list. And so a really awesome free site. I'll go ahead and post the link in the chat for you guys to check out. Oh, man. There you go. There's Snaptrade's link. Mano, so to check to see if a stock's tradable on TEFs, you go down to the trade manager and you go down to symbol, and I can just type in the stock. So like I can type in RENN, and it has a Y under tradable, so that means I can trade it and short it. But what was the other one I looked at? ARGX, for instance, has an N, and so I can't trade this one at all. And so yeah, you just go to the trade manager and type in the symbol, and it tells you. NLST, what's up, Kevin? Yeah, man, NLST is still running up here, and it's right around the whole dollar of one. And so a crazy move yesterday, and a big gap up today as well. Yeah, I mean, I hadn't seen one of these moves like this in a while. It's not tradable on TEFs, but I haven't seen one of these moves in a while, and so that kind of may be signaling the end of summer trading, hopefully. And so yeah, it's been a while since I saw one of these, you know, penny stocks run up like this, and you know, we'll see how far it can go. Yeah, I'm gonna check the news in a second. Let's see. Kevin Lewis says, Kevin says, morning. Hope y'all got an NLST yesterday. I remember a little bird mentioning it 3 times in the chat. Fundamentals and momentum over technicals. Yeah, I mean, I'm a technical momentum trader. I mean, you know, but I'm not. I think the most successful and the easiest investing method to learn is Warren Buffett's buy and hold method. You know, evaluate a stock, research a stock. If it has good fundamentals, buy it, hold it for 10 years, and turn into a billionaire. You know, at least that's what Warren Buffett did. I don't know, man. Hurricanes might affect stocks. What's up, Salty? Day one with Real Tef's account. Nice, Eddie. Good luck, brother. Yeah, man. How about Elon hitting the bud on Joe Rogan's podcast, man? How about that? I watched the Joe Rogan Experience too, but how about Elon, man? To be honest, though, he really didn't inhale. But he still probably got a little bit. I mean, even if you don't inhale like that, it still goes into your system some.
Just taking a little hit, you know?
Right. No, it was gangster how Elon Musk did that, man. That was a gangster move, man. Joe Rogan's like, you can't smoke this, huh? Because you have shareholders and stuff like that. And he goes, well, it's legal, right? And Joe Rogan's like, yeah. And so he takes it, he like analyzes it, and then he just hits it, blows it out, and just passes it back and doesn't even say anything else about it.
He doesn't give two shits about his shareholders.
Gangster, man. Elon's a gangster.
He's just, that guy is money, man. Right. Anything he puts his name on.
Yeah, for sure. PayPal, man. He founded PayPal. He co-founded PayPal.
Yeah, man. And look at PayPal and look at Square. Those two stocks did amazing.
Right, for sure, man.
And they're going to continue doing it because that's the future, really. I mean, who doesn't want to be like being able to exchange their money with just your phone?
Right,
exactly. It helps extremely amount. It's a lot safer. Doesn't have to be, you know, exchanging money anymore by, you know, by hand. And it helps a lot of businesses stay, you know, become kind of like a real small business.
Right.
Part of the problem of small businesses is, you know, actually having the infrastructure to actually help you out, like credit cards, debits, and that all costs money. People don't notice. It's a very small transactional fee. But if you don't have the right pay system, you're just kind of kicking yourself out of the water, and you're not even going to be able to accept credit cards, and you only be a cash service. It's not going to work out for you in this
Right, for sure.
generation.
Yeah, for sure. PayPal was a brilliant idea. It really was. And it was necessary. It was necessary. My life would be my life would suck more if I didn't have PayPal. Because PayPal, I use PayPal every day. You know, like I literally
And
use it
it's
every day.
AGRX, man. Looks like we're finally starting to get a little lift off.
For what?
AGR AGRX. That penny stock is going. That's going crazy.
ARGX? Oh, AGRX. Yeah. What is this? I mean, it's not
Look at
tradable.
it. Yeah, it was just more to bring it up. It's just interesting. We're starting to get into some of those penny runners.
Right. That's what signaling summer may be over, I think.
Yeah. This is finally around the time where we start getting the heat up of the market. I always say near the end of September, beginning of October, and then the real hot months would be November and December. Last year, I remember October started getting a lot hot, and was able to make some really good money last year.
Right.
So looking to take advantage of it, and especially in December. My birthday month, that's the big money month.
Yeah, for sure. That's when everything starts going crazy. But let's go over the news real quick before. Let's go over the news real quick. Get this over with. So IZEA is this bottom right chart right here, gapping up from 151 to 226. It is up after the company reported late yesterday. That they made a deal with a top U.S. retailer, which is one of the top 50 in the U.S. They also issued the third quarter guidance, and they think that the third quarter is going to see the highest booking in the company history. And so IZEA up. I think the second part of that is a little bit of a puff piece. I do think the first part is legit. If they, hit a good deal with the top retailer. And so we'll see where IZEA goes. Definitely more short biased with almost all of these just because they're up so much already. Another one I'm looking at is SSC. Top right chart.
Yeah, SSC is doing a nice breakout from that daily, you could call it a flag, but it's kind of more like a pennant U shape right there.
Right.
The real key is going to be if it can get into the 6, guys. If it can't hit 6, it should probably start coming back at least a little bit. It's extended from where it is. It came from 428 all the way up to now where it is, guys.
Right, on SSC.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It's super extended, and so I'm looking to short it. But let's look at the news on it. So the news on SSC, it actually came out yesterday. And so it sounds like the news is just that they appointed Brett McGonigal, co-CEO of the company. And so I guess that's making it up. They named a new co-CEO, Chief Strategy Officer, and Chief Investment Officer. He's the former CEO of Hong Kong investment bank, the Reorient Group. So yeah, I guess it's up on that news. We'll see where this one goes. I'm still more short biased with it.
Yeah, so pretty much no explanation for it to be up here, guys. CEO changing, unless it's Elon Musk coming under this SSC. It's not going to really make that big of an effect on the fundamentals of the stock. So what we're seeing is more a reactionary play to the price action. So that's when that's how you can kind of tell if a catalyst is a real catalyst or if it's just a fluff piece just to get momentum.
Alex is saying they signed a deal. Did they really? Let me look. Maybe I missed it. Sorry, Mitch. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
But a lot of times what you got to look at is if it's really fluff or not. And most of the time, if you're not seeing a monetary change, let's say an actual sale or a specific like equity deal or something like that where they're selling something or they're gaining control of something, that changes the company value. The CEO coming in, that's not changing the value of the company.
Right, but this one is up. Actually, yeah, I missed this, so sorry about that, guys. This one is up after the company signed a $6 billion deal with First Auto Loan. And
Okay.
the deal basically is for uses financing, lease financing through their blockchain ecosystem. And so, yeah, that's a good news. $6 billion deal.
How is it being paid out? Is it being paid out with shares, cash?
It doesn't really say. Let me see.
Yeah, that's going to be the important part.
I think it's U.S. dollars. Financing activities amount to 35 billion RMB, which is approximately 5.1 billion U.S. dollars over 3 years. So I think it's cash is what they're paying out. Next one I'm looking at is Snap. Snap is gapping up some from 974 to 990. The range is usually pretty small in this one, and so if I do end up taking this one, I'm going to have to use a little bit larger sizing. They had let's see, they had an upgrade, it looks like. So yeah, Snapchat. So the chief strategy officer is leaving the company in Snapchat. I think that's probably a smart move. I think Snapchat has the potential to be one of the biggest, apps, and it's starting to dwindle down some. It used to be much bigger, and so I think they need a different plan to try to revive the company. Also, and so because of that, Wedbush upgraded the rating on it, and so that's why Snapchat's up. We'll see where it goes. Another one I'm looking at is RUN Run. Gapping
Yeah,
up
run
from
already, run already ran.
yeah.
Ran already ran. I was looking at this pre-market, but we'll just have to look to see if it can bounce back and do the fake long.
Yeah.
The fake long would be up there to 250, and they're rejecting hard. So that'll be the level I'll look for RENN. I'll look for it to actually make a fake run to those 250s.
Yeah, I mean, basically what happened, I mean, this one was, the price target was raised by Bank of America on Run, and they also put out a release that says they are going to expand solar access to affordable housing communities. So yeah, that's a little bit of a puff piece. So yeah, I'm looking at this one for a short. RUN. We'll see where it goes. Next one I'm looking at is YUMC. Gapping down some. Pretty big gap down from 37 all the way down to 32. YUMC. So they had a report that investors are backing out of a planned takeover of the company. So that's pretty bad news for YUMC. We'll see where this one goes at the open. Also looking at Sono, SONO. And this is probably the last one I'm looking at. It's moving a ton in pre-market, but it's gapping down a huge amount from 21.24 to 17.70. So let's look at this one, and then we'll be done with the news. What is it? Right. Sono. This one.
Guys.
Late Monday. So yeah, it had mixed third quarter earnings, and it issued in line for the fiscal year 2018 guidance. So yeah, I guess it had mixed results. Bad earnings though, so this is down on earnings on Sono. And so that's it for right now. We'll see if we find anything else moving. Yeah, I'm definitely watching those two, Alex. Those are the ones that I'm definitely the most interested in for shorts. And so we'll see where those can go.
Yeah, guys, I'm gonna be looking for SSC. A whole bunch of chat rooms are looking at this to go long through 6, so be careful with that, guys. There might be a pump in this. Just want to put this out there so that if you guys do see that kind of price action, you guys understand where it's coming from. It's coming from big traders and a lot of people watching this, so it's going to get crowded near that open. A lot of people might buy it through the sixes, so that's what I'm going to look for. I'm going to look for it to get above six and hold $6. That's when I'll start looking to see if I can establish an entry.
Just kind of clean some of these charts off. I have previous support and resistance lines, and they might help, but I need it a little bit more clear to focus some more on these. I got a little bit too crowded of a chart here. You know, and I'm one of those people that I like a clean chart. I don't like to put so many indicators on my charts that it just kind of distracts me. There we go. That's a little bit better. All right, so market opens up in 6 minutes, guys. Let me catch back up on the chat. But yeah, I'm really watching RENN for a short as well. Specifically under 2, maybe down to 175. IZEA, it had a lot of support at 220. So I'm watching for this too. And like I said, guys, I'm going to go for bigger sizing today. And so if I take a little bit larger loss than I'm used to, that's fine. Because, you know, with bigger sizing, I'm going to take bigger losses. And that's okay. And I have to be able to handle that and accept that and just focus on having good trades. The rule still applies. I can only trade twice. I'm going to go for 300 or 400 shares, so we'll see how it goes. Mitch, hold the chat down real quick. I'm going to go to my daily routine of going to the bathroom real quick before the stream starts.
That coffee gets into you.
Yeah, man. That bulletproof coffee.
Yeah, man. Welcome. Welcome to Original. We're here every single day. You can join us. All right, guys, we're watching RENN there. Get that flush down already. I wish I could have got short this pre-market. I would have been short already. Was watching this way back, probably about like 8:15 area. Wanted to get short somewhere in there in the 237 area off of 46, 47. But now this is all the way down to the second support. This is where I would be taking my second profit here at $2. And what I'm going to look for is a bounce kind of rejection through the open, you guys. We want it to come all the way back up, probably 240s, maybe even get up there to 248, reject down, and then come right back down. I'm also going to be watching IZEA. IZEA, the real key price I want to see is I want to see a big drop down through the 210 price. 210 price is going to be very key here as it's the key support for the stock there. I don't know if I have Fred tradable. Let me check if it got tradable. No, it's still not tradable. Fred is still not tradable for us as IZEA is heading towards that 210 that I was talking about. Let's hopefully get a bounce there, coming back up there to like to see it come back to the 231s here after this bounce on 210. Let's see if we get it. SSC, guys. SSC is also really big on our watch, guys. We're going to be watching that. As we get this move down here, we're going to get a bounce there. I can see off of 243 a bounce and then coming back up, guys. I'm using the resistance from the early pattern. You can find that support that now should, that resistance that should now become a support for the stock on SSC at 543.
All right.
So we got IZEA and RENN already doing their kind of moves. So what we're gonna have to look for is fake red to green here at the open, seeing as they're already both on their supports.
Yeah, I'm watching. Yeah, I do these every morning, every weekday morning. The original. What's up, Keith? How you doing, brother? What's up, Track Racer? Good morning. But yeah, so I'm watching FRED, but I can't trade it, unfortunately. But it still looks pretty extended, and so I'm still watching it. But like I said, can't trade it, unfortunately. So just keeping an eye on some of these other ones. We got a decent amount of gappers today. Look at RUN, man. RUN pushed up some more here. It's up to 1280. I'll probably watch this one over Snapchat now that it pushed up a little bit more.
Which stock?
RUN.
RUN? Yeah.
What's up, Kevin? Good morning, Eric. Good morning, Jose.
Run.
Yeah, man. Run is running.
You better run, boy. All right. I'm also keeping on watch GERN. And, of course, our lovely weed stocks. Also keeping on watch our lovely weed stocks.
Yeah, for sure. I'm watching CRON, CGC, stuff like that. I'm also watching GERN. GERN's been fading almost every single day. Let's see if it faded yesterday. No, not quite, but it's been fading a lot. Here's the open now, guys, so good luck. There's the bell. Yeah, support des resistance. Track racer. No, track racer says support des resistance. French.
Oh, getting French with it.
Yeah, man.
Frenchy.
Yeah, man. I'm from Louisiana, so we have that Cajun French, you know. Like that you's are going through the story. Oh, no, that's Canadian.
All right, so let's see how those 40s act for SSC. If it gets down through 528 is when it'll start looking more on the bearish side for me. I needed to get through 528, and then I'll take a look at it.
Yeah, for sure.
IZEA going right through that 210 level, guys. We never got a bounce, never got a chance for that. You would have to get in pre-market. So I'm just going to keep that one to the side, see if it can get back up to those 230s, 240s, and then fail. Because shorting it here is just trying to chase, and you can immediately get a bounce
back to the VWAP
230 in a second.
Yep. All right, so looking at SSC here, if it pulls back to the VWAP, it looks good. We got run up to 13. But yeah, man, IZEA and RENN, I mean, they just need to be a little bit, the VWAP needs to be a little bit lower. It's just not low enough.
Yep, that's why I'm taking them off. I don't want to end up getting into them unless they try to fake out long.
So SSC, I'm looking for a little bit bigger pullback and then a wash back up to the VWAP. There's a bigger wash on IZEA. Sono, maybe here. Sono, SONO. All right, there's 23s on SSC.
Trying to get short here, a little bit of CGC here at 13.
Is it the fade?
No fill, the fade. It was good. No fill, man.
Yep,
beautiful. I had it there, guys. By 2 or 3 cents, I didn't get filled there, guys. I would have had 52 at least 10. That's where I should have nailed it. And I would have been able to take half right now at 77.
They've got some fades going on like YUMC, but they're gapping down stocks, and so I don't trust it quite as much.
That was beautiful there on CGC. Just messed up.
Look at that, man. There it goes.
Yeah,
that was a nice one.
This is what I've been talking to John about this, guys. I'm having issues with getting to the stocks fast enough and being ready for the open. With CGC, I saw it crash down there. I set my price at 52.13, got a little too picky with it. Should have took those 52.10s. That was my original price that I was going to enter, but the ask one jumped up there to 13, and it was a little separated, so I wanted to put it up on the ask side.
Appreciate the sub, Ryan. Appreciate the sub, Mista. Welcome, guys. Appreciate it.
Should have been in that one and already taken about 30 cent profit and looking for a bounce.
Look at CRON. Maybe a fade here.
Yeah.
Or a rejection. But Doesn't look bad. GERN maybe if it pulls back here. I wouldn't mind taking a few of GERN. And I'm also watching SSC here for a pullback.
CRON did that VWAP fade right there.
Yep.
Think it's gonna fade right here.
Well, it wasn't quite a fade. I think it was a rejection, but it still looked good. It's basically the same thing as CGC. All right, here's GERN. I don't know whether to take GERN here or wait for SSC. Probably just gonna wait for SSC. See if we get an entry here. I want to see an entry. GERN doesn't look bad. I mean, it's right. Oh no, I don't know. It just broke the VWAP. Waiting for SSC here more than anything. RENN reversing some, pushing back up, and there goes Kron.
I think we missed out on the wheat stocks today.
Look at Sono, SONO.
That one's
got to see a little bit bigger bounce with SSC here.
Yeah, I missed out on CGC and CRON.
Yeah, it happens, man.
Yeah. I'm telling you, these are the ones that really kind of bother me. Misses bother me way more than losses.
I got to see a little bit bigger bounce in SSC, waiting for it. CGC may give you another VWAP test here, though. I just don't know what sizing to take with CGC. It's a little bit too expensive. I don't mind Kron if it bounces back to the VWAP.
I mean, think about it, guys. I'll already be up $1 on my shares on CGC. A whole $1. And the risk would have been 15 cents. That one just kind of kills me, man.
Don't let it phase you, man. Just move on. You got it, brother. You got this, man. Just don't let it phase you. WFT. Yeah, I'm just kind of waiting for my setups, you know. WFT. No volume, though, man. That's the biggest thing with that one. GERN ended up just faking out and just pushing up. I'm glad I didn't take it. Alright, there's 30. Alright, I'm going to take 200 of SSC here. Plan to add if it gets up to 235. Got to be careful not to get squeezed out here, though. There's 30, 34, 35, looks good. I'm going to add another 200 here. That's 400 shares. Let's let it work. Alright, I'm in this one with 400 shares. Let's see if we get a fade. Yeah, there's a little bit of a wash. Let's see if we get a bigger one here. 35. We got 36, 37, 38. I'm still okay in this trade. You know, obviously I don't want to see it squeezed up to the 40s, and so I'd like to see it get rejected here. Just trying to take my shot here with bigger sizing. If it doesn't work out, you know, I'm okay. I just got to stay calm, which is the biggest thing to kind of handle.
Didn't get really back to the VWAP there. I wanted to kind of get short there at 86, but it still hasn't got there.
There's 30s, 29s. $35s again. $34s.
All right, I'm short there at 88 there, guys, off of 11.95 there.
Just 30s, 28s. Let's get a big wash here. Taking my shot. There we go. Alright, I'm going to take 200 off here. Bank a little bit, hold the rest. Next goal is low of the day here. I'm trying to get the low of the day here. And at this point, I've taken enough profits to be comfortable in the trade. Just going for it here, trying to take my shot. Let's see if we can get it. Look at IZEA, Mitch.
I'm watching Kron right here.
All right, there's 20s. Let's see SSC get weak right here and just wash down is what I want to see. There's 26, 22. Starting to get pumped up a little bit here. Just got to give myself a little bit tighter risk. 24. Let's see a fail here on SSC.
All right, above 12, I'll have to get out, guys. Actually, above 99s. If I see 99s go through, I'm going to get out. Got to get out. Got out there.
Wait,
Took a
where?
big hit
Oh
on
yeah,
Kron.
it looked like a good fade. It faked
It's
out.
my fault for missing that first one. I should be up. That's what happens when you miss that first attempt, and I could have been already up for this loss. So that's what happened there.
Don't stress it, brother. You got it, man. Just don't stress it. This is kind of the make or break level for SSC. I'm gonna let it test the VWAP one more time here. It got squeezed up. I got out for a $2 loss. I might have gotten faked out early, but I got out. Could be faking me out here, and it looks like it may be doing that. But I don't like the pattern. If it fakes me out there, it could break here. Moving on. Look at YUMC is looking pretty weak there. This 539 level looks good on YUMC, and also Sono. I guess I'm waiting to see YUMC to see, or SSC to see if it does a bull flag here. If not, it's a double top. And I really don't mind it with a 538 risk. But I'm trying to stay patient with it and wait. I don't mind shorting it again necessarily here. There we go. No way I'm jumping into it now. Okay, so yeah, my exit was good. I took my shot. I tried to let the rest go for a low of the day. At one point, I was up 20-something. But, you know, I took 400 shares. I took my shot. You know, break-even day, basically, at this point. Down $2. So what happened with Kron, Mitch? What happened, man?
So it just kind of just broke through the VWAP. Didn't come back. I wanted to get out at 12s. I had an order actually to fill on profit, and when I went to get out at 12, I was only able to get out at 12:01, so it wasn't really that big of a deal. My thing was I saw a decent rejection there at 1195s. Looked like it was heading right back to the VWAP. But really what happened here, guys, is it's this tall tale of missing out and then trying to get a move on the second wave versus the first wave. I should have already been in CGC, would have made at least the money that I just lost, and then I would have been able to at least add my sizing back, and I would have had a better average, would still be in the trade. So that's what happened there.
Yeah, don't worry about it, man. What was you're using bigger sizing. What was your loss?
It 160.
Okay, I mean that's 16 cents, man. So you still have lots of room, bro. So
I mean,
don't.
1,000 shares it definitely goes fast for you.
Right.
CDMO there, that was beautiful. Just can't not tradable.
Look at YUMC. YUMC. Also Sono, SONO. If I take YUMC though, I'm gonna use small sizing. Maybe like 50 shares or so, 40 shares, just because it's a $30 stock, big range. Was just about to take it before this pullback. That hurts. Was just about to take it before this pullback. Yeah, appreciate it, Track Racer. Yeah, man. I mean, you know, I set myself a tight risk, and this is kind of what I go for with these trades, right? So the point is that I get in at a good spot, and I take a partial at the low of the day. And that partial around the low, it was a little bit early, but that partial saved this trade for me because it made it so that even though this squeezed way up above where I originally entered, it's still $2 loss on the day. And so basically a break even. And so that, that partial is crucial for this strategy. That partial is what ultimately gives you that room to take your bigger shot if it continues to fall. And yeah, Mitch, Kron just faked out, man. The biggest thing, I think the reason, look at Kron, man. That thing, I'd be very skeptical of these cannabis stocks. They've been really tough to trade. Out of all the last few weeks, I've only traded these a few times. And the one time I did trade Kron, I got out for a small profit, but it faked me out and it never broke the low of the day, All right, at this point, I'm looking at YUMC. Ugh, look at SSC just fake me out here. What a terrible move. That sucks. There's the drop. See, and this thing just faked me out. It just didn't want to. This is a big trader jumping in there. And so no worries. I'm still waiting. I'm looking at IZEA, see if it can bounce a little bit here. Get up to that VWAP. But man, look at that move on SSC. Could have given myself a little bit more room, but I mean, the most important thing today, Mitch, is that I took 400 shares on SSC. I know. Look at SSC, man. And I can tell you're bummed out, Mitch. Don't worry about it, man. Listen, brother, you got a big account. You're taking larger sizing. Losing days are gonna happen, man. And it's just about not letting it get to you, brother.
Yep. That's how it goes.
Look at RENN.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking at.
Looks pretty good here.
Yeah, my key is that it could reverse here, so I'm not sure it's so much on this entry because you got to risk off a 214.
Yeah. Or you could risk off a 209, really. Both of these look like good fades. The thing that's stopping me from YUMC is that it's a gapping down stock. It had bad earnings, and so it was a legit catalyst. But it's gapping down, and so it doesn't have as much momentum. I also think that might have been what hurt you on Kron, was that it wasn't overextended on the upside. It was actually gapping down, and yesterday it had a down day as well, so it might have a little bit more momentum on the upside.
I think in the end, it's just timing. It was just timing. If I got into that CGC trade, I would have been green and then been able to add to it, or been a different story.
Yeah, for sure. All right, I'm looking at YUMC here. I might jump in with 50 shares here, take my shot.
I tried to hit RENN there, just too late.
It'll probably bounce back, man. And that gives you a little bit better risk at 210 if it does bounce back. All right, I'm in YUMC with 50 shares. Just going to let a small position try to work a little bit here. See if it fades back down. Risk is 350. See, we get a nice move here. I'm going to cut it a little short, though, and keep a tight leash on this one.
It's not a bad idea.
There's a drop. There we go. Let's get a bigger drop here. Let's get a wash under these lows. Under the whole dollar is what I want to see it crack. Bounced right back down to 6.
Missed that kill candle on SSC.
Yeah, there goes RENN.
Oh, another miss.
Don't stress it, man. You got it, brother. Don't stress it. YUMC, watching it really closely here. I don't want to see it get squeezed up here. If it gets squeezed up, I'm jumping out. There we go. That's what I wanted to see right there. Beautiful. And I'm out for a $21 gain on that one, and I'm done. There we go. Had to bounce back a little bit after that first kind of so-so trade. The important thing is that I took 400 shares with SSC. That's really, I got to get over that hurdle. And to be honest, I was pretty nervous with SSC with that 400 shares, just because at one point I was down like $30, $40, and that's just not something I'm used to. And so trying to take it slow, probably sold YUMC, definitely sold a little bit too early. But at that point, it was just about getting green on the day. And yeah, happy with it, Just follow it through. That is, let's see, so I've had 2 green days this week. Last week I had 1 losing day on Friday. But Mitch, man, don't worry about it, brother. I know you might feel like you're in a little slump right now, but I mean, you've had 2 losing days, man, out of a ton of green days, and so don't worry about it, brother. Just the biggest thing with some of these cannabis stocks, man, is that they're a little bit sketchy and they're a little bit hard to read. I've heard a few people say that about these cannabis stocks, and so that's kind of one thing. Like, I've been really trying to stay away from them and kind of putting them just on the back burner unless they start moving, because I think they're a little bit unpredictable,
Yep.
So hang in there, brother. You got it, man. I can tell you're down. Don't worry about it, bro.
Just focused.
You still got one more trade if you want to take it to today. But don't force anything, man. RENN is right back around the VWAP, And it may give you a little bit better risk at 210. What's up, Bob? What's up, man? Now, let me catch back up with the chat. It's been a few minutes since I checked. Hey, nice bouncing back, Keith, PRQR for the fade. Apple, I know PRQR isn't tradable for me. At least it wasn't. Yeah, it did look like a nice little fade there. I mean, the key to this one, if you were to get an PRQR here, you would have to take a partial at this low right here. That way, if it does bounce back like this, you could get out. Kind of like what I did with SSC, which is I took a partial down here, so when it bounced back, I only got out for a $2 loss instead of a $50 loss or whatever it would have been. And so I think taking a partial at the low is crucial. Kron just didn't even pull back at all, man. Just sketchy. Yeah, I think somebody in the chat said manipulation. I think these cannabis stocks are getting a little manipulated. And I think they're just unpredictable. There's certain stocks that I just kind of label unpredictable just because if I've seen them and tried to trade them and it's never worked out for me, I just try to ignore them just because I just don't like the way they move, you know. SSC is generally one that, you know, fulfills a decent amount, but it faked me out too.
All right, I'm short there. Trying to add some.
On what?
On RENN at $2 there.
You want me to share your screen?
Yeah, I got you. Just give me a second. Other one.
I appreciate it, Tidy.
There you go.
GST coming back to life. I do like the fact that you used 1,000 shares again instead of a larger sizing. I think a lot of traders use larger sizing if they take a loss, so you just stick with the same sizing. That's the best way to be.
Kron went up. Kron was 1,500 shares.
Oh, nice. Okay, so yeah, you actually sized down. Smart, man.
Yeah.
Smart way to be.
Yeah. I left myself a little room to add at 205 if it rejects 210. 210 is kind of like that level that I'm risking off of right now. I kind of wanted it to get up here, but then I saw this weak level here, weak selling pressure here. Didn't want it to just come right back down to 87s there. So kind of using more of this 206 here. It can attempt to 206 again. Wouldn't want it to get above that.
Yeah, the key thing is, man, is that even if this is a losing trade as well, it's a good trade, tight risk. You got reward down at least at around 185. Risk you can comfortably set at 206, 207, and so, you know, tight risk, good reward. CGC came all the way back down. Don't look at it.
Oh, I see it. I see it. Trust me, I see it. I know it. It was one of those where, okay, so if I would have gone on the first VWAP move, I would have made the money, then faked out, and then I can hammer it now. But I can't do that now since I lost on it on the second move. Got faked, didn't take the first trade, faked out second, and now if I take this third and get faked out again, your frustration level will get to another level.
For sure. It's happened to me before, man.
I'm watching RUN also.
Run.
RUN. It's at a really key point. It's either going to curve up here through the 30s.
There you go. There's a nice little drop.
First profits would be 87, guys.
Hey, appreciate it, David. He said, congrats, John, on taking 400 shares. You did it. Be proud. Yeah, man. Even if it didn't work out for me, I gave myself that shot, and I'm actually really proud of that trade because I took 400 shares. I took a partial around the low of the day, and then even though it rebounded all the way back up, and I got out for technically a loss, but it was only a $2 loss, and so I think I managed that trade pretty well, got out. It did eventually wash back down, but it went well above where my risk area was, and so I'm actually proud of that trade. And, you know, I did it. I took 400 shares, and I just got to, you know, I want to thank Adelie. I don't know if she's here today, but I want to thank her because she's the one that kind of encouraged me to do it. And maybe that's what it takes is somebody kind of messing with me a little bit to get me to do it. I don't have hotkeys, T America. I just click the button. It's just what I'm comfortable with. Hotkeys, I don't want to. I get nervous that I'm gonna hit the wrong button with hotkeys, and so I just use the platform. I don't use hotkeys at all. All right, so we get this little bounce back on RENN. It's still not that bad, man. You still got some room.
Yep.
I'm gonna pull that one up on a different screen. What is it? RENN. Alright. Let's see a rejection here at the VWAP. I think some people might start kind of adding here. It depends, but let's see a rejection here.
I myself added.
Nice.
Now I'm at 201. Definitely risking off a 210 here.
Yep.
Got to keep it tight here. Want to see a rejection on the level 2s here, guys. Seeing this big share size here at 207. That's a good thing as long as that doesn't get filled.
Yeah, insurance. You're venting. You're venting about. You're mad at Nike. Is that what you said? Is that what I called? I don't. I saw you saying. You were mad at Nike for some puts. So are you getting out at 210, or are you getting out if it breaks 210 and holds?
See 210 and hold. Out there.
Yeah, don't stress, brother. Don't stress it, man.
The worst part is I'm seeing RUN, and that's gonna crack right there pretty hard.
I know you got to follow your plan, though, brother.
Yeah, I'm done.
That's
I'm
right.
done. I'm not seeing it right, guys. I don't know what it is, but I'm not seeing it right. I got there early, had a nice win on CGC, didn't take it, and for that, I'm gonna watch RUN here, just tank down, and could have made some money on that. Was watching that, but that's how it goes.
Don't stress it, brother. You know, listen, man, you've had a few losing days, but the fact is you can't let that kill your confidence, because before that you had multiple green days in a row. I mean, you did better than me a while back with 10 green days in a row. And so don't stress it, man. You got a few red days. It happens, bro. You know, you just gotta stick with it, man, and just don't look at RENN or RUN. You know.
Yeah, the RUN one's gonna piss me off a little bit. That's another miss.
Fred had a really nice VWAP fade. Here's the thing, though. This is what I really like. This is, you know, we're constantly learning here, but I think there's a few different market conditions or conditions for the stock that I think the VWAP fade really does well with. One of them is when the stock is really overextended on the upside. I think that is when it works the best, and RENN was overextended on the upside. I think RENN, you know, I think it was a little bit more of a sideways trend instead of a bearish trend. But at the same time, I thought it looked good as well, you know. And so I'm just trying to kind of see what the best conditions are. And I mean, you got out at the right time. Look at REN, and now it's squeezing up to 214, about to test the high of the day.
Yeah, look at RUN.
Yeah, I see it.
Oh, that's how it goes, brother. When I get my misses is when I probably just gotta end my day. I'm gonna let you know that right now. That's my there's you gotta find what's your emotional breakdown. And my emotional breakdown is when I have a miss, because I am a trigger man, And if I see the trigger, I take the trigger. What I saw with CGC, I saw the trigger and got too picky with my entry. Way too picky with my entry. What's the difference between 12.10 and 12 or 2.13? The difference between is it 3 cents, and sometimes when you try to get those pennies, even if it's just like 1 cent difference, sometimes you really cost yourself, and that's what I did here, guys. CGC should have been a winner for me. Should have been able to get short there, 52.10, and it never coming back to my price. If you guys look at my first call, 52.10 on CGC, it would have gone down all the way down to 50.75s. I probably would have took an ad back at 51.29s, but stopped out immediately after that and would still be in the green. Then I wouldn't have taken that trade on CRON and would still be here just sitting around.
Yeah, don't worry about it, man. Hindsight's 2020 as always, brother. CGC's bouncing back to the VWAP at this point, though, if you look at it.
Yeah, I mean, it really is just that miss. That miss caused a chain reaction there.
Right. And I mean, this is, so look at the difference here, Mitch. This is something I want to look at. Look at my screen. I'm going to share my screen with you. Hold on, wrong screen. There it is. Okay, so look at the difference here between RENN and something like what is it? IZEA as well. The one thing I'm noticing is kind of like what you were saying. And then look at FRED, right? One thing I am noticing here with the VWAP fade is that it works substantially better whenever, you could see RENN. RENN came down and it held support at that previous low. It never really broke that previous low. And so technically this is actually in a sideways trend. It's not even a downward trend at this point. It's a sideways trend. And I think that may be why it faked you out a little bit. But if you look at FRED, right? FRED actually broke this low, washed back down, and then bounced to the VWAP and then continued on it. So it's like the staircase. And so I think, and then same thing with YUMC. It actually broke this low, came back down, then bounced to the VWAP. Gave me this little area here. Same thing with IZEA. Broke the low, came back up, washed back down. And so with these, I think it's important. And then this one never broke the low. It actually just bounced off that previous low. And so I think that may be why it didn't work out. Because, I mean, to be honest, we're constantly learning here. We're constantly trying to evolve our setups and strategies. And I think that may be something. I think the ideal scenario for the VWAP fade has to do with if the stock is overextended on the upside. And YUMC isn't the best example, but at the same time, YUMC never even came back down to the low. But IZEA was definitely extended on the upside. FRED was extended on the upside. And really, RENN was extended on the upside as well. But I think when you find a stock that's both extended, gapping up, and so overextended on the upside, and it actually has a big bearish trend at the open, so it actually breaks those lows before bouncing back, I think that's when it's ultimately going to work the best. With RENN, like I said, I think it was in a little bit of a sideways trend instead of a bearish trend, But this is just all speculation. This is all just my, hypothesis on this stuff. So, we'll see. But that's kind of my take on it.
Yep. At the end, when we have miss, we create that FOMO, and FOMO will kill.
JB, man. I'm sorry, guys. JV says Mitch misses his entry and starts carving Brooks was here into his laptop. I don't know if anybody understands that reference. It's from it's from
Definitely don't.
no, it's from what is it? What's the movie? Somebody help me out with this. What movie is that? It's about the guy that gets locked up in jail for something he didn't do, and like he breaks out of jail. It's a big movie made in the 90s. It's got Morgan Freeman in it. Let me look it up. It's a really famous movie. The Shawshank Redemption. The Shawshank Redemption. It's a reference to the Shawshank Redemption. I know a few people understand that, but it's just a funny reference. But don't worry about it, man. Like I said, let's try to stick with those market conditions, Mitch, where it's overextended on the upside and it actually breaks under the low of the day first, right? I think Kron actually did do this, but I think Kron in and of itself is a little unpredictable. And so I've been trying to stay away from the cannabis stocks, really. Yeah, it's Shawshank. That's right. But hey, man, you got out of RENN at the right time. It's starting to push up now. Broke the high of the day, so good exit. Yeah, everybody, nobody can spell redemption. Everybody's just saying Shawshank. And I mean, look at IZEA. I mean, it didn't quite get up to the VWAP, but it doesn't look that bad either. But listen, man, we got this, Mitch. Don't stress about it, bro. You know, we got this, man. Like, you still got time. You got a large account. You know, we got it. So just hang in there and just look for, just work on maybe pulling the trigger a little earlier. But, you're a good trader, man. You're a talented trader. You went on a 10-day green streak a few weeks ago, so don't stress it too much, brother. Losing days are going to happen,
Who knows? Maybe it's the share size step up. I have been increasing and increasing. Maybe I met my my share threshold.
Yeah, I mean, maybe take it down a little bit. Maybe start using 500 shares,
Yeah, 500 seems to have been working. So who knows? Maybe I'll come back to that and try some of that. At the end of the day, I think, it happens a lot. I already knew it. A little part of me was about to just turn off my computer after CGC. And I got to know that because it's just how it is, brother. The ones that get me are the ones that are misses where I knew I should have got in and don't pull the trigger. Those are the ones that get me. I could lose $1,000 on a trade and not feel as bad as the one that I didn't take.
See, but CGC, I don't even know if I liked CGC at the beginning. I think it's just close. It's a little bit too close. Like, if you look at CGC, I think it was too close to the high of the day. And so that, it might have worked out here, but I think CGC could have easily squeezed up and just ran up here. And so I don't know. I think Mitch and I are two different traders. And so we we both trade the VWAP fade, but we both trade different variations of the VWAP fade. And so, it's all about finding your niche. Like I said, I think at least my hypothesis on it is that it needs to be a very obvious bearish trend, and it has to break that first low. So like if you look at
that's what you get on CGC.
What?
The breakdown of the low.
Right. Oh no, I that's what I was saying. CGC actually did exactly that. But
that's why I wanted it, because it broke through the 52.
Right, and Kron
broke through with volume.
And Kron did the same thing. But
early this stock has been doing good. The first VWAP fade, but this stock has a tendency of doing the VWAP fade and then bouncing to green, kind of faking people out. And I should have remembered that. I've seen this stock do it multiple times already. In the end, it comes back down to missing an entry, causing the FOMO. Then when the price comes back to a price that you think is a good price, more than likely you're going to take the trade because you've already thought you've missed out on some gains. So you go and you chase those gains, and that's what happened to me there on CRON.
Right. And
Chasing those gains that I already should have had, and when you do that and you don't take your trigger, it just causes way too much subconscious thought process. And with that subconscious thought process, you start getting into thinking about your trades versus taking them.
Right, for sure. And I mean, it happens, man. Losing days are gonna happen, brother. Like Mud Life said. Mud Life said, Mitch, work on not caring, brother. It's a cost of doing business. You lost profit. Not a big deal. You will make it back. Stop caring because caring will kill your trading.
Without a doubt, I agree.
And so you got to just say, you know what? If 2 losses in a row happen, two losing days in a row happen, that's fine. When was the last time you had 2 losing days in a row?
No,
Mitch?
I'm not even worried about the cash.
Right.
I'm not worried about the losses. I'm more trying to get back to taking my triggers when I see them, because that's just the way I win. You know, it's those hesitations definitely kill you, no matter what.
Sure. 100%.
Whether they're on the getting outside or getting in. That's why I always say that, you know, you want to respect your instinct as a trader. One of the key things that we have as humans is instincts. And that's what separates us between being a computer and being a human. You know, trading an algorithmic strategy versus, you know, an actual human trading it. And that's what me and John do. We trade a strategy that you could probably apply in an algorithmic
100%.
model.
That's really what everything is based off of, is that, you know, this is what algo traders do, is that they backtest setups. If they find one that has a legitimate edge, they set their algorithm to execute it, and that's what they do. And so really we are in a sense algo traders with regard to like our backtesting, and I think that is what gives us such a big edge in the market, you know.
Yep.
But Mitch, when was the last time you had 2 losing days in a row?
It's been a while.
Exactly. So don't stress about it, brother. It happens, man. 2 losing days. You haven't had 2 losing days in a long time, which is more than a lot of other traders can say. And so just be, you know, you got this, brother. You know, don't worry about it, man. We know our setup has an edge. We just got to tweak it a little bit more. And if you take 2 losing days in a row, I mean, so be it. It doesn't matter, man. You know, we got it. We just keep moving forward, brother.
At least happy I saw a couple stocks out there. I should have nailed on run, not jumped probably into that RENN trade. I was seeing run start crashing. I had a feeling that if it didn't get past that 1330, it wasn't going to get up there.
Right, for sure.
Could have been nailing on that, and that stock looks like it's just heading down all the way back down.
Yeah.
So
CGC.
that trade right there would have made me the money. And I literally saw it happening as I had that feeling that I was about to get stopped out at RENN. I knew that I should have been already entering in RUN, but I don't do that 2 trades. I don't do 2 trades at the same time, so I had to watch it.
And besides, like somebody's asking me to touch on RUN. So RUN is what we call a VWAP rejection, and
a pattern breakdown.
Right. And
that's really what it is, guys. It's just, and you can use this not only just for the VWAP kind of rejection there. What you're seeing there, guys, is just the kind of the rule of 3 there play out, and then if it doesn't do this last little bounce there at 1320 or above 1330, it gets below the support, and once it gets below the support, that crackdown creates this momentum back down, guys. And you see the level 2 washout through the 1320s. As soon as you see that, it bounces up right back to 1320, and that's where I would have got in. You risk off of that last high, which was 30, and your move is going to be now 20 cents down. You're looking for 13 as your first profit, and you get that first move down to 13, take some profit, keep the rest. Now you can be selling it down here at 274, 275.
Yeah.
That's how you really do trades. That's how you want to be executing your trades. I think what it is in the end, guys, a little FOMO got to me, and we'll take a learning session from this, guys. FOMO is real. 100% affects traders every single week, every single day, and a lot of times it's going to affect you at different points in your life while you're trading. So what you got to go ahead and do is just go back and see what execution you could have done to better help yourself. If we see on CRON, I definitely pushed past the original hold of 94. Should have held to that 94, not getting out at 12. That saves me another 6 cents, guys. 6 cents in this case is very valuable. It's a difference between losing about $80 to 160 there, guys. So that's what you want to do, is that when you notice that you're starting to get out of it, start tightening down, lower down your share size, get back into the winning, get back into the green, and then you can go ahead and size up again.
Right.
I'll go ahead and I'll learn. Another thing that I do got to really take from today is understanding this stock has done this how many times, guys? How many times has CRON done the same move? Did the same move to me yesterday, did the same thing to me today.
Right.
You might want to learn from your mistakes, guys. You got to learn from your mistakes.
You also might want to, like I said, like I label certain stocks unreliable, right? Like there's a few of them, like TEUM has never been really reliable for me. And so there's certain stocks that I just don't mesh well with. And so, you know, these cannabis stocks may be one of those for you, Mitch, just because I've seen these a lot of time. They're really tricky to trade. And I've seen a lot of other people talk about the cannabis stocks this way, just talking about how tricky they are to actually trade. Where it's like, I think the better ones are the cheaper ones that are under $5, like FRED, IZEA. You know, RENN wasn't bad, but I would have liked to see it break the low. So maybe stray away from the cannabis stocks too. You know, it's all up to you, obviously, but you know.
Fight and trend, but I finally did see it like kind of weakness today, and that's why I kind of went at it. What it really is that you got to be ready, guys. It wasn't one of my top charts. I pulled it to my top chart, and within that time, changed my entry from the 10 to the 13. That caused a big, massive change. Look at
GERN, man. Dude, I was just about to tell you that. I was waiting for you to finish.
The hell out of that, guys.
I mean, it never gave me an entry, you know, but here, it bouncing to the VWAP.
Guys.
Right.
I'll look for VWAP.
But yeah, so also, guys, if anybody's interested in signing up to TradeNet, if you go through my link, you do get 20% off the intro package. We make a small commission from it, but we're honest about it. And if you want to help support the channel, you can go through our link, and I'll post that here. But like I said, I try to be honest about TradeNet in general. The biggest flaw with TradeNet is that some stocks are not tradable. Like I really would have liked to trade FRED today, and it isn't tradable on TradeNet. And so you do want to consider that before signing up. It's not available on TEFs. But yeah, if you want to go through our link, you can get 20% off the intro package and 10% off all the other packages. And so yeah, if you want to help support this channel, going through our link if you're interested in signing up to TradeNet is a great way to help support us. And like I said, I just posted that link in the chat box if you want to sign up. I think you'll get 20% off until the end of this month. I think that sale only through our link is going on until the end of this month. And so yeah, you do get 20% off going through our link, so go check that out. Also, you know, look at RUNN. The biggest thing, somebody asked us to look at RENN. This is what we call a VWAP rejection. So a bullish trend, a breakdown under the VWAP, and then a rejection at the VWAP here and here. The biggest thing is that it doesn't have the highest accuracy rate. And so it doesn't work as much as I would say like the VWAP fade does or some of these other moves do. And so the risk to reward is usually pretty legit though. Like if you look at the risk here, if you get in at 1309, your risk is only up to about 1314, and so a really tight risk, you can set your reward down to the 1290s, and so much better reward. So even though it only works some of the time for RUN, it usually has pretty decent risk to reward. And so yeah, this is a VWAP rejection. How do you put the VWAP on Thinkorswim? Because when I put it, it shows a bunch of lines instead of one. I'll show you real quick. So Rex, you go to Studies and you open up the VWAP. I'll go to Edit Study here. And then when you see this, if you only want the VWAP line, you go to Upper Band and disable and unclick Show Plot. And you go to lower band and unclick Show Plot. And so if you take the upper band and lower band off by unclicking Show Plot, it'll only put up this one line that I have here. Also, today's news was brought to you by SnapTrade. That's SNAPTRADE.US. SnapTrade's a really awesome free scanner for traders to take advantage of. I share my watch list with a decent amount of traders each morning on SnapTrade, and you can see here. Really awesome free tool for you to build your watch list and organize them. It shows you technical signals, signal strength, market cap, volume change percentage, a lot of other useful data for you to look at and make your trades off of. But it also has a free scanner, so it has these pre-selected scans like crypto, tech, high gainer penny stocks, high gainer volatile stocks, but you can also change the filters with these as well. And it also has a really nice top list that shows you the best stocks in the market at that particular time. And it's a really cool free website. I also use it to look up news, and so I can just go to each stock's page, and if I want to see the news on that stock, I can go to the top news available if it has recent news and stuff like that. And so really awesome free website. It's called SnapTrade, SNAPTRADE.US, and I'll go ahead and post the link in the chat. I'll go ahead and post the link again for you, Mihail. Give me 1 second, brother. If you're interested in signing up to TradeNet, Mihail, here's the link right here. Like I said, we do make a small commission from it, but if you want to help support the channel, you can go through that link. It's the second link I just posted. But yeah, man, don't worry about it, man. Like I said, let's stick to the A+ setups. I would ignore the cannabis stocks, at least at least for me. The cannabis stocks just never really play out for me. I've only traded one of them in the last few weeks, and that was CRON, and it was a tiny gain, and it eventually reversed on me. And so every time I see the fade on CRON or one of these cannabis stocks, it usually ends up faking me out. And so I would just kind of make a mental note to just avoid the cannabis stocks with the VWAP fade and just look for the kind of the small, low float runners for the VWAP fade. FRED had a nice little fade here, but it wasn't tradable on TEFs. But yeah, Mitch, you said you're watching GERN?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if we can get up there.
Yeah.
It's got a tight risk. I mean, if you get in around 620, you could set your risk reasonably at 624, you know? And so we'll see if it bounces back.
Yeah, I'd actually look for near an entry in the 620 to 21. Wouldn't want to grab it below the VWAP because what can happen is it could test that resistance, which is at that 24, which is the old support. This stock definitely did that last little bounce there, guys. This is using the daily chart. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys see Dux be the one that nailed this stock again. He made over $50,000 on one trade on GERN. He loves this stock.
Stephen Dux.
Yeah, he personally loves this stock. He's made most of his money just on this stock alone.
Honestly, I love this stock too because this one's been fading a little bit every day.
Yeah.
I think it actually faked out the VWAP fade this morning a little bit here, but the volume wasn't there and it was a little weird. But if you look at the previous chart history on this one, it usually fades like a few times a day. Let me look. Yesterday wasn't a good example. Let's look back a little bit. But GERN is one, like there's some stocks I deem unreliable and there's some stocks that I deem, pretty reliable. The ones that just work a large percentage of the time. So let's look back on GERN here because I know this one's faded a bunch of times. I mean, I don't know, actually. Looking back, it faded here, faked out on the second one. I just remember seeing this and being like, this one's faded a lot. Yeah, look at, on the 5th, it faded multiple times off the VWAP. Yeah, on the 4th, it faded off the VWAP too. Before that, it kind of had low volume. Oh, on the 29th, it really faded off the VWAP. So yeah, GERN is one of those ones that I think has worked a decent amount of the time with the VWAP fade. I'm kind of looking at Fred too, but I can't trade it. But Fred looks plausible for a fade. And what did YUMC ended up doing? That was my second trade today. It never really worked. Glad I got out when I did. I got out almost at the low, about 10 cents away from the low. PYPL insurance. What is that, PayPal? What is PYPL? Sounds like PayPal, but I know PayPal's an eBay company, and so I thought it would have been a PYPL. Or I thought... Oh, yeah, it is PayPal. Okay. Does Elon still own part of PayPal? Or did he sell it already? I'm gonna look it up. Okay, so yeah, so he sold PayPal for 1.5 billion.
Just some easy side cash.
What, for PayPal? Yeah, man. Yeah, no stress. 1.5 bill, nothing to scoff at.
You put it in a side account.
Yeah.
Oh, must be a good life. Must be a good life. All right, guys. Seeing GERN there, guys. Approaching this 6 here, guys. I'd wanted to actually reject this fail here at 6 and bounce up to the VWAP.
Yeah.
That would trap a lot of shorts, and then you can get in it. Because what you want to do is you kind of don't want to be with the people that can be trapped. Anybody jumping into the 602 right here has to risk off a 610.
Let's see if it bounces here. It should bounce off 6. If you're looking at, if technically it should
Someone
bounce off
shorted
6.
through the bid there at 97.
Yeah, it had that nice bounce, but I don't know if it's gonna. It has some.
It held the 9 EMA on that bounce. I was waiting for something to bounce above it, but it's holding, so it could just come down here.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna tank.
I mean, this thing got shorted heavy. You see
Yeah.
the orders that are going through,
Yeah.
and each order, when it does get big, they're big orders. There's 5,000 shares, 7,000 shares, 9,000. Everything over 5,000 shares is just slamming in there. So this just shows you guys that there's some big traders in GERN, and they definitely saw the daily resistance reject, and they got hard there. They got heavy. They had a daily resistance of 648. As soon as the stock rejected up there in the 40s, they saw it reject 47, they saw it reject 46, and they saw it reject 44. They went and they hammered it.
Yeah, I think so many shorters are jumping in on this bounce. Even if it doesn't get to the VWAP, I think a lot of people are just jumping in, And I think a lot of them are kind of using that setup where they start to scale in early, about halfway up to the VWAP, and then they plan on adding once it gets right up there with a tight risk area, which is kind of what I do a lot of the time in the trade. It's just kind of scale into. It's kind of what I did with SSC today. What did SSC end up doing?
It's down at the low. It's at 5.
Ugh, faked me out. Barely faked me out, man. It got about 10 cents away from my risk area, and so that's fine. Ended up crashing down hard. There's a little bounce on GERN. Yeah, no, I don't trade Forex OMID. I've just never, I don't know enough about Forex, and honestly, I'm just not confident enough that in Forex. I just don't know enough about it. Kind of like crypto. I don't trade crypto. I just don't know enough about it. I usually just stick to stocks, what I do well. But been doing pretty well, man. I mean, in the last, what is that? Last week I had one losing day. In the last 10 trading days, I've had one losing day. You know. So let's check out my P&L. But yeah, man, Elon was a gangster for what he did on Joe Rogan's podcast, man. That was some, you know. It made me love Elon way more just from how he handled that. You know, Joe Rogan's like, you can't smoke it. It'll hurt your, you know, it's a public company. It'll hurt your image. And he just takes it, hits it, and just looks at him, you know. Like, I do what I want. All right, so. Let's look back on the last month of trading. Yeah, so in the last month of my trading, I have had a 61% accuracy rate. But my trading's been getting better month after month. And so, wait, where'd it go? So if you look at, or in the last month and a week, but if you look at the last actual month here. Oh, I'm not even showing you guys this, sorry. Yeah, here's the last month of trading for me. Let's see what this is. So I've traded 22 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 out of 22 have been losing trades. And so that is 14 out of 22 profitable trades. Oh, well, my internet doesn't feel like working, I guess.
Well, there goes GERN.
Yeah, man, never gave you that bounce back.
Not a chance. Didn't watch it.
Yeah, so in the last month, I've had about a 64% accuracy rate. Been doing a little bit better the last 3 weeks or so, I would think. But 64% is still good for me. I still am really happy with 64%. Let's see what else. Let's see in the back. Last 2 weeks. And the last 2.5 weeks. Let's see what I'm looking at. Oh, wait. Oh, no, in the last 2 weeks exactly. Yeah, so in the last 2 weeks, I've had 3 losing trades in the last 2.5 weeks. 10 trades total, 70% accuracy rate, up $56 net in the last 2.5 weeks. Would like to see that go up a little bit more, but with me upping my share size, that should be a lot better. But yeah, 70% accuracy rate in the last 2.5, 3 weeks. 3 losing trades total out of 10, and so I'm really happy with that. Just gotta focus on increasing that sizing, and I'll get there. All right, Live Gains. Yeah, brother, I'll get back to you today, Live Gains. I haven't checked my Twitter in a while. Somebody mentioned Forex in the chat, Track Racer. Nike, fade. A lot of people talking about fades on TLRY. My average win versus average loss. Let's look at it. I'm down to look at it. Insurance.
Yeah, that's a nice stat.
All right, so let's calculate this real quick. Let me pull up the calculator here. All right, so my average win is, let's calculate 29, 24, 37, 16, 26, 22, 28 divided by 7. My average win is $26. Okay, so $26 is my average win. My average loss, is $20. So my average win is 28 or 26, and my average loss is 20. And so I could be using a little bit better risk to reward, but the important thing is that my average win is larger than my average loss. And so I'm happy with that. So 1.3% different, or 1.3% difference. So not too bad. I mean, I'll take it. You know, the biggest thing, the thing I'm really happy about is that my winners are still bigger than my losers on average, and so that's good. Forexes, I'm not going to say that. I know a platform where you can trade stocks using MT4. It's fun. Oh my gosh, man. I get so many spammers in my chat and in my comment section. It's like every day I get somebody spamming Forex. They're like all this nonsense talking about I was a terrible trader.
Forex is like the one thing, guys, that like unless you have 10 years of experience, don't even take a look at it. There are banks that have $1 million departments specifically for those kinds of trades. I don't think we're going to be beating those trades.
Yeah, Forex is just, it's like hieroglyphics to me. Like, I have no idea how to do it. I know it'd be based on some type of news catalyst and environmental and economic catalyst, but I have no idea.
Yeah. You have to at least have a master's degree in economics.
For sure. I mean, I don't know how it would work. I know some people, some people do well, but Forex just isn't my thing. I just don't know enough about it, man. It's just too. Plus, you can trade it 24/7, and so that would my wife would hate me.
Yeah, my girlfriend would literally hang me if I told her, "No, babe, we gotta go home right now. The U.S. dollar is moving."
Right. Yeah, we gotta get home now.
Now, babe, now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that right there is what she gives me the ring, everything, the car. Just go ahead and get out of here because I ain't never seeing you again.
Right, for sure. I'm just sticking to what I do best, which is stock equities. That's just what I do best. That's just what I'm gonna stick to. But no, like I said, I've been getting spam every day in the comment section of my videos. Like, I was a terrible trader until I met Mr. Michael, who showed me how to make $5 million in 2 days. Thanks,
course,
Mr. Michael.
Course, yeah.
And it's like, and then the dumb thing is that then they have like another fake account that's like, really? Wow, I'm gonna call him right now. And it's like, it's so obvious. It's like, get out of here, man. Like, I delete him anyway, but get out of here, man. Leave my comment section alone. Right. It's like, I just watch them. They're talking to themselves in the comment section. They're like, really? You can make $5 million in 2 days? Wow. I'm gonna do that right now. Kindly see his email here. And it's like, get out of here, man. It's so obvious.
Yeah.
Like,
There's this other trader that I don't like to mention people's names because I'm not really attacking names. But
real quick, Mud Life.
Yeah.
Mud Life. I'm not talking about you at all, man. You're a good member of the chat, Mud Life. I'm not hating on you at all. I'm not saying Forex isn't profitable. I'm just saying I don't know enough about it. I'm talking about the people that spam binary options in the comment sections of my videos. That's really what I'm talking about. But go ahead, Mitch. Sorry about that.
No, yeah. So there's this one trader out there that's even uses TradeNet, but then uses Thinkorswim, then uses another broker, and then shows these videos where he makes a nice $20,000 gain or $40,000 gain. I'm like, well, then why are you changing brokers left to right?
Right. Don't mention names. I don't like mentioning people's names. I'm really not trying to start anything with anybody, but
Yeah, no, but that's the one thing that I would say look out for, you guys. If you're seeing someone change their broker from trade to trade, that should give you a little hint on what's going on there.
right, for sure. Hey,
That's cherry picking. That's what you call cherry picking. If there's anything, that's what you're gonna saw. Because he's gonna He's gonna show you the account that he went green on that day.
Right. And it's probably paper trading in the first place, honestly. You know.
But it's just one thing to like. So one thing is always, guys, if you're looking at the gains, then the gains are going to be what's getting you. The greed is what's going to be getting you. What you always have to pay attention to, guys, is the strategy itself. How does it work out for you? Can you trade this? Is this an actual viable strategy? Or is this guy just making money some other way?
Look at GERN, Mitch. I mean, if GERN effectively bounces back to the VWAP at 610, you'd have a super tight risk at like 614. And so that's something I'm looking at. It may get tanked here, though. But that's what I'm looking at for GERN. But no, I'm not saying you're wrong, Mud Life. I just don't know enough about Forex, and I don't want... I just don't know enough about Forex. It may be easier as well, but I'm focusing on stocks right now because that's just what I do best. And I know I do well with stocks, and so I'm just trying to stick with stocks. It may be easier. And if I ever need help with that, Mud Life, I might reach out to you, brother, just because I don't, I'm always open to look at new stuff. Really, the next thing I'll probably do, honestly, is probably options. I've mingled with options a little bit, and options sounds plausible for like a short-term swing trade, a short-term kind of swing trading strategy where you buy puts on an overextended stock, hold it for a few days, let it tank, and then sell the puts. And so that's the next thing I'm probably gonna do. Probably gonna use Robinhood for it. NLST recovery. Any suggestions? Let's look at NLST.
Also, IZEA there, guys. Looks like it's reversing. It's probably going to get through that 215. If it does break down here, then you can maybe look for it to short through the VWAP. But it looks like it's going to break through that 215 and start getting up there.
Mista's asking, I don't know any better, but how are you guys using TD Ameritrade and trade with TradeNet? So I'm trading with TEFs, which is TradeNet's partnering broker. I just put it on the left side of my screen right here. And then I just use Thinkorswim for charting. And so I use Thinkorswim to look at charts, see the stock, and then I use TEFs on the left side to execute my trades. Then that's it.
There's a little bit of a breakout there for IZEA. Getting up there to the resistance now at 23s. Let's see how it reacts to that resistance.
Up to 220. Yeah, it just broke the high of the day.
Oh. Same thing with RENN, guys. We're going to watch to see if it can get above this 225 level here. I think it's going to reject that 222s. But if it does get above that 225s, can also be doing this same type of move.
Yeah, I'm gonna start looking for the VWAP bounce a little bit here. And one of the ones I see, and this is kind of the same thing I was talking about yesterday, Corey. If you're here, so remember what I said, and this is just a thesis at this point. I'm still kind of tweaking the setup a little bit. But with the VWAP bounce, this happens, this is one of the little anomalies that I've noticed that happens with the VWAP bounce. Like you can see, it opens up, or it's underneath the VWAP, it breaks over the VWAP, and then it bounces. And I think that gives the VWAP bounce much more reliability. You can see here, the VWAP bounce right there, and even here, the VWAP bounce here. And so that's something I've been looking at, is the VWAP bounce. When it opens up under the VWAP, pushes above it, and then bounces off of that VWAP area as support. So that's another kind of thesis I've been looking at here. Got to back test it some more. Still working on back testing the VWAP fade setup in general, but that's something I've been noticing as I've been back testing it. NLST. NLST is just kind of out of my trading style. It's just not my cup of tea. It's too cheap. I really don't like trading penny stocks. I think not penny stocks, but like specifically stocks under $1, depending on how you define penny stocks. But it's just one of those moves it's just one of those type of stocks that I just don't have good success with, especially going short. Like I used to have pretty decent success going long, but I just feel like the edge we have with the VWAP fade is it's going to take a really strong pattern to pull me away from that at this point, unless it stops working, you know. No, Silver Surfer. What's up, man? Hey, John. I thought you usually in the stream around 10:30. Are you changing the time now? Not really, man. I just kind of, I just kind of play it by ear. You know, sometimes I'll let it go longer. It just depends on the topics of conversation. It depends on, you know, how late we get in and out of trades. So it all just depends, man. Usually 10:15, 10:30 is usually when I end it, but I'm not necessarily against letting it run a little bit longer. It just depends. It just depends on how I'm feeling that day. If I feel like letting the stream go a little bit longer, you know, I will. So all right, Insurance. Hey, good luck with that, man. Have fun with that, brother. But yeah, I'll probably end up going close the stream down now. Like I said, if anybody's interested in signing up to TradeNet, I'll go and post that link one more time. You do get 20% off if you go through my link. We make a small commission from it, but if you want to help support the channel, you can go through our link. And you do get a pretty good deal if you go through our link. It's 20% off the intro package, so you get the intro package. Instead of $500, you pay $399 for it. And so it's a pretty good deal. And I appreciate it. It's a great way to help support the channel if you want to help support us. It's one of the ways that we keep this live stream free. And so yeah, if you want to go through our link, we make a small commission. We appreciate it if you do. There's the link right there. Also, guys, if you want to help support this channel, click the like button right now on this video. Also, you go check out Mitch's channel. I'll go ahead and post Mitch's link. Or Mitch, do you want to post your link, man?
Yeah, I can do that. Just give me a second.
Okay, but yeah, go check out Mitch's channel as well. He'll post the link in the chat as well. And if anybody's interested in seeing kind of what I really look for with the VWAP fade, I'll post that video in here as well.
Insurance, gonna go get that workout.
That's right, man. Yeah, here's the VWAP fade video. So if anybody's interested in checking out, you know, kind of the walkthrough of the strategy we use, which is called the VWAP fade, I'm posting that link in here now. So go check that out. But and Corey says, "It's always here. Where are you at, John?" I'm right here, brother. It's not my cup of tea either. I got talked into this one. Hey, I hope you had a good trade on it, Corey. But yeah, guys, good luck,
guys.
Good luck for the rest of the day. I might be rambling a little bit, but good luck for the rest of the day, guys. GERN though. I mean,
yeah, well, might as well, guys. Just pull it up. Pull up my screen. I think you still have it. I didn't stop sharing it.
I know. I shared mine with you, and so I don't think it should. So you're in.
Blocked out.
Are you in GERN?
Yeah, I am, but a little bit higher up there at 21s off of 25, 4-cent risk.
Here, you got to share your screen with me.
It's coming in right now.
Okay, there it is. All right, so Mitch is in GERN here.
The real key, guys, is going to be if it can get through this 210.
Oh, you're in REN, not GERN.
Ren.
You're in REN, RENN.
Yeah.
Hey, man, just be careful, man. It's, you know, it's not the fade. You know, it has a lot of support there at 212. So that's the level to break if it does break, hopefully.
Yep, the support here at 2, if it gets down here, what I'm really keeping it on, guys, is that it's done this 1 up, 2 up, 3 up here, guys. If it cracks down here, it's going to get below this. I'm risking off of this 24 right here. Really small risk with a good reward. That's why I'm in this trade. I'm willing to accept the risk, so that's why I took the trade. And if it goes my way, it goes my way. Now, one thing I will do is take this is the kind of trade that really decides on our rules right here, because we wanted to establish a 2-trade rule, right? So one of the things is you notice is that I've been here just watching stocks left to right, run, ren, also crone, GERN there, guys. And when you stay in the market, you're going to want to trade, guys. That's one thing I've always learned. Staying in the market makes you want to trade. And I see my trigger there. I'm going to go ahead and take this trigger there and live with the results whichever way.
Zam saying traders begging for money. What am I missing, bro? When did we beg for money, man? Mitch, did we beg for money, bro?
I mean, if you want to give me money, you can give me money, but I don't need your money.
I mean, I don't think I begged for money, man. I just posted TradeNet's having a sale right now. I just posted their link. And I mean, honestly, like we do these streams every weekday morning for a few hours. So we're literally like working at this for like 10 plus hours a week. And so, I mean, you know, if you want to hate on that out of insecurity, that's cool, man. You know, whatever makes you feel better, bro. But let's see this trade work out for you, Mitch.
Oh, this has to be kind of tight. The real key, guys, is that what you want to see is start drawing out here. We don't really want it up here in this level.
Right. It's a little bit of a triangle there, little wedge.
Mm-hmm. So resistance touch is fine. Above to 225, that's where we have to get out, guys. 4-cent risk. First profit should be at 210. So 11-cent profit. I'm okay with taking this trade. I always ask myself, what's my risk to reward? What strategy am I trading here? I'm trading a pattern breakdown from an attempt to go long here. And that's what I'm trading, and I'll just stick to my plan. If it bounces above it, it bounces above it. If it gets back below the VWAP, we should get a nice move down below.
Let's see it, man. There's 17. Let's see it wash for you. But yeah, man, I mean, I'm not begging for money. I mean, honestly, one of the ways we keep the stream free, considering we work over 10 hours a week on this, is by people signing up through TradeNet. It's a way to support the channel. Nobody has to sign up. I mean, you can go to tradenet.com if you really want to. It doesn't matter to me. But like I said, I think anytime people hate on you for no reason, it's usually because of insecurity within themselves. And so that's just stuff they got to work on with themselves, man. You know, we're not claiming to be expert traders. I mean, I'm still relatively new. I'm just letting people watch me trade if they want to watch me trade win or lose. I don't charge anybody for anything, you know. Don't charge anybody for courses. Don't charge anybody for the stream. And so kind of, you know, I don't understand what people are hating on, but I guess you're always going to have insecure people, you know. And I guess I got to learn to just ignore them because, you know, insecure people are going to hate, and that's just what insecure people do.
So this is really where I don't want it to curve about. Now more 22s, 23s filling in there. I should get out. But what I want to see more is that complete rejection.
Everybody left, though, man. Everybody thought the stream was done.
That's fine.
No, I don't.
They'll see the stream.
Yeah.
That's what matters.
Yeah.
My thing was I wanted to keep the transparency for you guys. And since I jumped in the trade, I wanted to definitely let you guys know that I was in it.
Yeah, man, just transparent.
Yep, that's what it's all about. In the end, I'm going to win and lose, and you guys are going to see it.
Right.
That's really what our channel's about. It's about showing you guys the experience. All right, so now we just got to pay attention to that 25 level, guys. A reject of 20s would be nice, and then a slam down through the 15. Hold on 20, and it could get right back up there, guys. So this is when you got to start learning. So respect your levels. Understand that, okay, right here, and rejection is fine. Up here, and what you get is you start getting that turn of trend. And it can get right back up here to that 31 real quickly.
Yep.
Let's see it. See if it rejects here and comes back down to those 215s. All right, that candle closed there. I don't want to see closes up there in 23s. I want it to reject 22s now, guys. There's some 23s rolling through. As soon as I see a 24 roll through, I'll get out because now the momentum's kind of shifting back.
So, hey, appreciate the $2 donation, Seven. Appreciate it, brother. Hey, I appreciate it, man. That's
Hey,
awesome.
there you go, 7, looking out.
Maybe I'm gonna. Some people might hate on us now because I got a donation, but hey, appreciate it, Seven. Means a lot, brother. Mr. Eric said, "What did I miss? Haters hating on you guys, John." I guess, man. I mean, we are begging for money, is what they said. When it's like, honestly, man, like I don't ask anybody for money.
24s roll through. I'm out, guys. Respect my levels. Get on out. Small loss there. I'm okay with that. Could be a rejection of 25, and I jumped out of it early, but that's the trade, guys. Risk and reward is our name of the game. That's what we play, and we'll continue on trading.
Yes, sir. So don't stress it, man. Just
continue going.
Tomorrow's a new day, brother. Tomorrow's a new day.
Yeah, guys.
All right, guys. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream on that.
Take it easy, guys.
But yeah, I think one thing I need to learn to do is just ignore the haters. I think I just
just ignore it.
Yeah, man. I think I just put so much into this channel, man. Like I've uploaded like over 500 videos on YouTube. I put a lot of work in this channel, and I'm doing it. I'm giving everybody everything for free. Like I don't charge for anything. And so I guess when people say that I'm begging for money, you know, it's just kind of they don't understand. And like I said, I think people are just insecure by nature, and so I got to learn to just ignore them because insecure people are going to roll through every day, especially when you do something great. You know, I think secure people are too focused on themselves to really worry about what other people are doing, and so maybe I should just ignore